So I photographed as they were being taken in, and there was no way for me to know what would happen to them afterwards. As you can see, this mother here is holding a little girl, and so there were several children there. So I was photographing various families, and but this mother and daughter did get my attention, and I went and I spoke to her. And she said that yes, they had been traveling from Honduras for the last month, she and her nearly 2-year-old daughter. And I didn't have much time to talk with them much more because I had very little time to shoot, actually. So I was just trying to get some pictures and get a decent coverage. And so I photographed them, and the little girl would not let go of her mother's hand. She was very scared. And I didn't know their names at the time. I've been in touch with them more recently, and so I know their names, and I've spoken with them. Sandra is the mother, Yanela is the little girl. As is standard procedure for everyone taken into custody, they had to relinquish all their personal items. So that included wallets, backpacks, coats, or the shoelaces from their shoes. Here, the Border Patrol agents are taking down information from everyone before transporting people to a processing center. And so as the mother set down her child, the border officer said, you know, I've got to search you. You got to set down your little girl. And the mother looked back and looked a little concerned, and she's like, really? And the mother was like, yep. And so as soon as she set her daughter down, she started crying. And so I had, I think, only 6 frames of this picture, a couple versions of this photograph, and it was over very quickly. And she picked the daughter up, and they went into this van and were taken away. And there was no way for me to know what happened with them at the time. And you know, in this politicized environment, people often ask, well, are you worried that your pictures will be used by one side or the other? The truth is, all we can do, really, is photograph accurately, caption in a straightforward manner, and then our photos are free. They go into the internet, they go into the world, and we cannot always control what people will think about a single image one way or another. But what we can control is the original information that we put with it. And so that editors and readers, viewers, can go back to that picture that they see on your website or on the Getty Images website and read the caption and say, wow, that's kind of exactly what he said. And so for me, that is key, and that's important for us. Even though it's difficult, it's extremely difficult for us as journalists to photograph, knowing that viewers may have agendas. Getting the information right in the first place is key. And if Twitter trolls force us to think twice before we send out a picture that make us caption our information accurately in the first place, well, you know, you have to look at the bright side. As long as we're accurate as journalists, we'll be fine in the end. Thank you all very much.